Alright, so let's talk about this. I'm finna read this called Community Wealth Building Models. It's released December 2021, but I want to get straight to the gems. Also, you're going to see the word CBO. It stands for Community-Based Organizations, and they got another one, but it'll explain it. So I want to start right here. 4 conceptual models. Let's get on this. Community wealth building can be achieved through several avenues. Some models allow individuals to build their personal wealth through participation in a commercial transaction that generates return. Other models bolster the marginal finances of CBOs that carry out the important work in neighborhoods. Still, others bring capital in from outside the community in a manner that enables community participation in the upside development. While community-based financial institutions, CDFIs, while community-based financial institutions and community development credit unions have been and are still an important vehicle for safely growing assets and support. I don't know why the fuck I can't read today. Something going on. I got this motherfucking do-rag on too tight. This motherfucker hitting the nerves. I don't know what's going on. While community-based financial institutions and community development credit unions have been and are still an important vehicle for safely growing assets and supporting community development, the 4 models of community wealth building discussed here had the potential to offer returns on investment and more control over where capital is directed. But many are still new and only a piece of the puzzle. It will be important to track their progresses and assess their ability to optimize wealth building for low-income and marginalized residents. See, that's a gem I'm giving people. And this is what I don't like about YouTube gurus, because stuff like this matters more than just getting a whole bunch of money when you don't know what the fuck to do with it. You don't know what to do with it. You're going to go right back broke, bro. That ass. I used to think about getting rich. That shit changed up. I ain't thinking about nothing about no rich, getting no hundreds of millions, billions. I used to think about, hey, I want to be the first trillionaire. I'm going to have a whole bunch of money and do all type of shit. Nah, because then I'm going to turn everybody into a more consumer. Like, you think about, buy everybody in my house, my family a house. Everybody done thought, like, if I just had enough money to buy everybody a house. Yeah, buy their houses paid for. Give them like $200,000. Fuck no. They going to waste the money. They going to waste the money because they ain't never had that much money. It's like, we just gave you $200,000. They going to start, purchasing different experiences that they haven't experienced. Then once the money grow, they ain't got no assets that's going to keep money coming in. They're not going to invest it. They're going to be, hey, you got some more money. They're going to make up all type of shit. This dude, that dude. And you'll be like, man, I ain't getting you $200,000 you ain't figuring it out. But you ain't teach them how to invest or none of that. Or they ain't think or know to learn. But anyway, let's get right here. In this brief, we outline 4 models for community wealth building and highlight projects that fall into each category. We summarize them briefly here. Neighborhood crowdfunding. Individual community members have fractional ownership or a small stake in an income-producing business or property. Occupant equity. Groups of community members pull their resources together or source funding from the philanthropic and public sector to buy real estate, remove it from the speculative market, and provide long-term affordable housing or business operating space to community members. Now, when I read that, I was like, yo, that's dope. That's fucking dope. That's actually smart. So, scenario, let's go to let me show y'all real quick my app that I'm working on. Come on, you was not doing this earlier. Now I gotta refresh the whole page. I have to come back to it, man. This shit. Ooh, no, don't refresh. Okay, it loaded. So, in my app, come on. Oh, shit. Okay. Come on, man. Don't act stupid now, man. You just being normal. So here, this is my digital home. Now, this has transitioned and changed really fucking quick. This idea came to me and I just been acting on it. This is going to look way better down the road. Now, you can click the door and be able to go into my house. It's password protected. You'll be able to click the windows, go to little rooms and stuff like that. The mailbox, you can click that to communicate with me. And these I have for sale, but I think I'm going to change the model to where people could just earn, our little digital currency that worked for this app. And They do things around the communities, little goals and stuff. Get a little monthly report to let them know where they're at in the community, and they can purchase it like that, kind of like a game. I might go towards that route just for business reasons. Right now I'm just unleashing the creativity. But anyways, what I want to get to is I started off and I had real homes. I had this connected to Zillow, just letting people know it's another route instead of buying a $400,000 home. Because a lot of people don't know you can buy manufactured homes or modular homes and they be cheap. Or you can go to like find manufactured homes in different communities where they accept all ages, because they got ones for seniors and then they got ones for all ages. And I was like, this would be a gem because you could finance them too. You got good credit and whatnot. I'm in the credit situation, but that's why I'm trying to build up things like this to create opportunities for myself and invest for my children. Those are my simple fucking goals. But I had changed it to something more like this because building an app is something long term. I look at companies like Facebook and stuff. These are long term things. So I want people to live in my digital community. Like I say this on my Facebook. People are like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it pissed me off because it's like, damn, I got old homies and shit. And people I grew up with a gang culture, they think I'm weird. And it's like, bro, I'm trying to tell y'all motherfuckers, they don't know what I'm talking about. Nigga, what the fuck is the metaverse? You motherfuckers gotta learn something. I got a couple of people who because they understand it. They like, whoa, like I remember you used to gangbang and be all crazy and I didn't know you was like this, but now I just embrace it. I don't give a fuck. You can call me weird all you want. Y'all weird for wanting to know the same shit that I can't do that. I cannot do that, bro. I'd have been there, and that's a weird feeling. I done woke up many times. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Trying to make us some shit. You go chill, you chill with everybody, you still don't know, then you come back home bored. Fuck that. Hell no, I'm on the move, But anyways, so it's just the creativity, but you be able to go into the houses and all that, and this is a little fitness thing. I'm building a fitness program to where, I want to be able to dish out and pay people for reaching fitness goals and staying fit. Now, there's terms and conditions because I'm going to have to try to build this up for people who are already fit because I already know they're going to be whining. But I had this for people who was overweight, so it'll really encourage them to lose weight and they get paid for losing weight. People do that. Now, the scenario that I was thinking at first was like, imagine earning $1 for each push-up. So you do 100 push-ups a day, that's $100 damn dollars. But I was like, no, you got some motherfuckers, they gonna run up a check. And this is how this whole damn app fucked up. It'll be, hey, you better jump on it. Or you got some people too. You got some greedy people. Greed can take over people in ways like a disease that they wouldn't even know. And that's the thing that I try to watch out for. But sticking to this, something I ain't gonna tell nobody about this. I'm trying to get like 200 push-ups a day. But I have to make it more realistic where it's beneficial and it encourages people to do it. It makes sense and people can't abuse the system. But that's one thing. That's something I'm gonna have. I got it in there too. But anyway, just stuff like this. People will be able to sell songs, and I want to let this be known too. Anybody who sell music, you will be selling. I would say you would have to make good songs because I don't want to hear no more music with cursing in it. And on a self-reflecting tip, on a self-reflecting tip, this is why I probably need to slow down telling my stories too, because it takes me back to, bad places, and I get into the modes and characters when I'm reflecting and explaining them stories. But, I've changed a lot, and I just gotta let that be up front more. But I'll get back to that later. But anyway, let's get back to reading this. So, read the occupant equity. Local institutional equity. Local institutions such as non-governmental organizations or CBOs have an equity stake in local real estate that generates a long-term future revenue stream that can support their community-based and mission-oriented operations. And that's what I'm about. Neighborhood nonprofit trusts or endowment. A nonprofit entity partners with community residents to establish a perpetual pool of capital from which local grants can be made. Pretty cool. Individual projects may include more than one community wealth building model. For example, a project might allow both local investors and building occupants to have stakes in the same deal, making it both a neighborhood crowdfunding or occupant equity project. Or a project could both generate operating revenue for a local institution while also creating a fund from which grants can be made, making it both a local institutional equity and neighborhood nonprofit trust or endowment project. And this is gems, bro. And this 16 pages, bro. Dead ass. You better read. That's why I be telling motherfuckers, you better start reading. You not gonna. You have. It's better to read yourself, or I don't mind people watching and listening to me. Y'all, some of y'all like it, some people don't. Who knows? But you're gonna have to read, bro. Simple as that. Because a lot of people, especially wealthy people, they're not talking. You wouldn't know where they're at anyways. That's why you see stuff like this. Simple as that. Because you wouldn't know, and that's basically what I just have to say on that. But anyway, let's get back to that. Neighborhood crowdfunding. Members of a community can simultaneously build individual wealth and support local economic development through opportunities to make small investments locally. Neighborhood crowdfunding involves projects that provide local community members fractional ownership or a small stake in an income-producing business or property. This is a gem. You gotta get on it. You just gotta be actionable on it. I mean, I'll get to that later, but anyway, they allow investment from non-accredited investors, meaning community members with lower incomes or net worths who are often excluded from commercial investment opportunities. In some projects, community members do not own shares, but rather purchase notes with fixed rates of return that generate funds that are lent to small mission-oriented businesses or neighborhood infrastructure projects. So, neighborhood crowdfunding could be a gem for y'all. I already know about real estate investment trust. REIT, that's what real estate investment trust is. Neighborhood crowdfunding opportunities go by many names and are enabled through several legal models. Theados and Edmond, 2020, provide a more, I don't know why the hell I did that, provide a more in-depth explanation of these efforts and their design considerations. But in short, common legal models include the following. Hold on, my hand locking up. Damn, I forgot about it. I ain't made these videos in a minute. My fucking hand's starting to lock up. Hold on. Real estate investment trust. Neighborhood real estate investment trust buy local parcels in which non-accredited investors from neighborhood can have shares. Community members can thus invest in large-scale income-producing real estate or related assets. They can be set up to acquire property on an ongoing basis. And it's weird for some reason. Well, here when I first heard about real estate investment trust was from Grant Cardone, and Grant Cardone is going through a lot of lawsuits. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot, but a couple, because people have invested and they basically saying like, dude, this bullshit. But as I learned a little bit, I don't want to slap a jacket on him, but I would say he might have put himself in a position to not care to buy up properties that he has control over. Because once you have the asset, that's it. Like the situation long term, the money is going to always come in. He could have probably went through a situation, or he probably went too big, but really no damn telling. But that's the first person I learned about a real estate investment trust is. But it's just the way Grant Cardone came into the the digital scene on Facebook, seeing him on Instagram. I used to look up to a lot of these people, but sometimes your values and morals when you start learning things be totally different. And see people coming around. I think to this, I'm gonna say this as a side note. So I made a post yesterday. I'm talking about my business, but shout out to, I think his name is Call Daddy on my something, just say what's up in the comments if you still subscribe. I'm not sure if you still subscribe, but hopefully. He was telling me, like, Damn, I just had a brain freeze. That's crazy. Oh, he was talking about Facebook and them being my competitors, and I didn't look at them as my competitors at all. But now as I'm understanding what I'm bringing and having a social media platform and all this, I looked at it what I was doing totally different. It is totally different, and people will see as they go into the community. But I realized, like, okay, Facebook be on some weird shit, limiting shit, bro. Like they be on some weird shit, limiting shit, and it's been times where I ran ads where they had to wait. I had to wait for them to get approved, and it was different. And I was like, okay, damn, I'm probably fucking up opportunity because I got to down there get some stuff set up in line to make sure I'm good and legit. But my sister had just liked my post, and people were starting to come on board what I'm talking about, bro. Like, people are not understanding. I have to get better too at communicating, but I have to be authentic and real with who I am, and just be my damn self. And people should be able to understand that, hopefully. But I'm getting better. I was horrible back then, but people don't understand what the hell I mean by living in my digital app, buying living in these digital homes and stuff. It's just simple. You on Facebook all day, you on Instagram, you on TikTok. I'm trying to build a different scene that makes sense, that has a human connection that you have in your real life. And I think more adults would probably understand it. You have to probably be mature, because, for example, I'll say this. I didn't understand shit about a mortgage till dealing with my dad and him talking about he trying to get a house to me. I'm over here like, oh, well, when that time come, I'll be getting this home if he passed. But I was like, fuck that. Let me learn what he's talking about. So, I go through the whole process of trying to get the home refinanced and everything like that. And I just started doing a lot of research and learning, but I didn't know a lot of shit. So I guess I would say, like, my dad going through this little health scare it's matured me a lot in a weird way. And back to the taking over my insurance policy. Took that over 20 fucking long I had that 28. I believe I was 28. Yeah, when I took it over. Yeah, because I haven't even had ownership of it for a year. So I took it over in like maybe like August. Yeah, around like August, because that's when I started my social media platform. So like around like August of 2021 is when I took over it. But just understanding that it propelled me into a whole nother fucking bracket of information and just being mature. So skipping forward just a little bit. We're gonna talk too much about my sister, but I was just saying that she had liked my post on social media. So she been trying to call me, but I told my sister I haven't talked to my sister. I kind of been antisocial a lot, and that was from like abusing alcohol and just being homeless and shit. It was fucking me up. So now I'm getting back to who I naturally been. I've been a talkative person like this, but I was going in a dark place. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I just thought it was normal, but I told my sister that I'm trying to merge my 20s with my 30s. I want to go through my 30s easy, so I said, fuck that. I'm taking demand and risk this year. This is my last year of being 29, and I got to get on it. So I got to be vocal about stuff, and vocal enough to where I can get my message across and get people to understand what I'm trying to do. And it ain't perfect. People, we try to make things perfect, and that's what the fuck I was trying to do. But you just gotta get started on things. So, and it's a lot of transparency too that got to be involved. But anyway, I ain't gonna talk about all that. Let's get back to this stuff. 18 minutes. Do a couple more things. I'm gonna upload this video, and also I'm gonna start doing these in part because I know that people like me reading these instead of being like, oh, go read this and stuff. And then sometimes I put like part 1, so I'm gonna continue after I upload this. I'm gonna continue, so I'll do the whole walkthrough of these whole things. And this is not copyrighted, so I can share this in the community. Also, too, I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna have to partner with Google. They have this software where I can upload multiple things, documents like this for people to read that don't have no copyright restrictions. And I need to see how it works because I want it in a way where members of the community are getting it. Now, on the social media platform, you can share stuff like this and read them, but this is the thing I had to get, and this goes back to the I believe his name is Call Daddy. For some reason, I don't want to mess his name. I know I seen Caddy or Call Daddy or Call Caddy or it's something. It's a twister in my mind, but he's in marketing and sales. So I look forward to, being able to implement his skill sets. We can make something happen down the road as I get things. Cause you never know. You never know who you can run into in this digital arena just by videos and stuff like that. But he downloaded the app. He liked the concept of it. He had some criticism. He was transparent and honest. And, I tried to explain, but it taught me that I didn't really talk about the value of this community. And, I'll just basically tell them up to buy, people to understand the value that they're getting. And I had to look back at it. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it makes sense. I understand. So, some of these things I want to talk about. And I also have to say, like, a lot of things people got to trust me on, like dead ass, but I do offer a refund for people who are not interested or they probably wouldn't understand it, but that's what I'm here for, to make people understand. But I don't want people to miss out, because at some point in time, it's just going to be the community and that's it. And if you ain't part of the community, hey, the chance is going to be slim, you probably have to join somebody else's thing, because I'm pretty 100% sure that people that come to the community will be able to make the world a better place with me. Cause that's the whole thing. I want to build up a system that's like, I look at what I'm doing as if I'm dead, so that way I can make it like just damn near like security proof, like in a way that could be just ran. The thing is, like, my kids growing up and then trying to put stuff like this in like a trust or make sure that it's ran, because you ain't no telling what they gonna be, man. When you go to your 20s, shit, and I ain't gonna be spoiling my motherfucking kids either. That's out the window. Like, nah, y'all have to. They gonna know. You have to have it like that. They gotta be smart. You can't just spoil them, and then they'll keep fucking up and just know that shit. I get some stories too. I used to smooth talk my daddy when I was in high school, especially when the Sidekick came out. I remember, I'll give y'all a little side story, and I'll get back to this. So when the Sidekick, I think '08 came out, right? I had a Sidekick, something I wanted for my birthday. My dad got me one, but he got me like the oldest one. I can't remember what it was. But I wanted the Sidekick '08. So I had a Sidekick LX, and I told my dad, I said, I need this phone for school. They told me I need this phone. I gotta get it. I need it for class so I can do my schoolwork. Hold on, let me show you what that phone looks like. Man, Sidekick. I put side view. Shit, pulled up a side view mirror. Sidekick. Oh wait, so this is what y'all gotta remember. These. Look at these. This is what these look like. I wanted this phone bad, man. I told my dad, I said, yeah. My teacher said I need it for school because they got the little internet. I'm over here trying to explain. I'm talking about. Damn near looking back, I was a great, can't say I was a great salesman, but reverse. Like, shit, I'm trying to sell my dad this story. I'm like, yeah, I need it. He was like, what it look like? I showed him. I was like, yeah, I need it. Like, it got the internet. I need to be able to do my schoolwork with it. And he got me that motherfucker. But I was like, sheesh, I was a cold piece back then. But, that's just a little story. But I'm going to have to upload this video because it's 23 something minutes, and it'll be taking a minute for these to upload. But let me try to read about 2 more of these. Okay. So for the real estate investment trust, read that. Investment cooperative. Community members own democratically controlled business enterprises, including commercial real estate, agriculture, or other sectors where investments typically fit into an ideological framework that combines investment with governance. Excuse me. And I read about this community investment trust. And, I ain't gonna say that. Because I was going, well, this is what I was gonna say. I was watching a video of, I ain't gonna say it like that, because I don't want to be involved with that realm of things. If you start a community, you got some land, and you try to start a community, you need to learn about municipal incorporation, and community investment trust is a good way, to put land to put that land that you own into a trust that's beneficial for the community. But anyway, let's get to this. Community Investment Trust, Community Stewardship Trust are democratic investment funds. Community members can purchase notes with fixed rates of return rather than shares. The capital raised from the notes is lent to